When you hear the word zombie, you probably think of Hollywood horror movies, mindless corpses stumbling through the night. But what if I told you that the idea of zombies didn't begin in the movies at all? What if it came from real stories and real fears in the history of Haiti? Welcome to Forbidden History. Today, we uncover the terrifying truth behind the Haitian zombie, not just a monster, but a symbol of slavery, fear, and control. The origins of zombies go back to the 17th and 18th centuries, when enslaved Africans were brought to the French colony of Saint-Domingue, later known as Haiti. Life on the plantations was brutally harsh. Slavery here was so deadly that the average life expectancy for an enslaved person was less than 10 years. Under these conditions, death itself could feel like the only escape. In the beliefs carried from West Africa, especially from regions that practiced Vodou, there was a fear even worse than death. To die meant your soul could finally return home to Africa, but to become a zombie meant your soul was trapped, your body reanimated, forced into endless labor even after death. For the enslaved, the zombie was the ultimate nightmare, slavery that never ended. Fast forward to the 20th century, and these beliefs took on a darker, more physical form. In Haitian Vodou tradition, a bokor, a sorcerer, was believed to have the power to create zombies. How? By using powders, potions, and rituals that could paralyze a victim, making them appear dead. Anthropologist Wade Davis, who studied this in the 1980s, suggested that the infamous zombie powder often included tetrodotoxin, a deadly neurotoxin found in pufferfish. In small doses, it could slow breathing and heartbeat so much that someone seemed dead. They would be buried alive, only to be dug up later by the bokor, confused, brain-damaged, and completely under the sorcerer's control. It sounds like horror fiction, but Davis documented real cases, most famously that of Clairvius Narcisse, a Haitian man declared dead and buried in 1962. Years later, he reappeared, claiming he had been turned into a zombie and forced to work on a plantation. Whether every detail of these accounts is true or not, the power of belief was undeniable. Fear of becoming a zombie was widespread, and in Haiti, it was said that the greatest punishment wasn't execution. It was zombification. This wasn't just superstition, it was also social control. To be turned into a zombie meant losing everything, your will, your identity, even your death. You became a body without a soul, a worker without freedom. The zombie also became a symbol of Haiti itself. In the early 20th century, during the American occupation of Haiti, U.S. Marines encountered local Vodou practices and carried the zombie legend back home. That's when Hollywood transformed the Haitian zombie into the flesh-eating monsters we know today, stripping away the history of slavery and turning it into cheap horror entertainment. But in Haiti, the zombie has always been more than just a scary story. It's a reflection of centuries of suffering, fear of enslavement, and the trauma of losing one's freedom, even in death. So the next time you hear about zombies on TV or in video games, remember, behind the pop culture monster is a real history of terror, slavery, and survival. The Haitian zombie is not about brains or gore. It's about power, the ultimate nightmare of control over both body and soul. If you enjoyed this dive into the real history of zombies, don't forget to subscribe to Forbidden History. And let me know in the comments, do you think zombies were just clever tricks with poison? or something far more supernatural?